Hello, 787 Dreamliner and the Airbus A330 Neo. In this exciting head-to-head, we'll dig deep into what makes each of these giants so unique. By the end, we'll crown the winner in 10 key areas. So, fasten your seatbelts, grab a snack, and let's take off into the world of modern aviation. And hey, before we start, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on which aircraft you think will come out on top. Boeing 787 Dreamliner, the Dream Machine. First up, the Boeing 787, also known as the Dreamliner, is not just a marvel of modern engineering, but a game changer for long-haul travel. This beauty took flight for the first time in 2009 and has been cruising the skies with style ever since. Now, what makes the Dreamliner so unique? Composite materials. Unlike traditional aircraft, the Dreamliner is built using 50% composite materials, mainly carbon fiber reinforced plastic. This makes the aircraft lighter, stronger, and, crucially, more fuel efficient than older planes. Airlines love it because it saves them money, and passengers love it because, well, who doesn't enjoy a smoother ride? Fuel efficiency. Speaking of fuel efficiency, the Dreamliner is a fuel-saving beast, consuming about 20 to 30% less fuel compared to its predecessors, thanks to its revolutionary design. This also means fewer emissions, making it a greener option, a big win for the environment. Advanced aerodynamics. Another cool feature is the Dreamliner's swept-back wings with raked wingtips. These wings cut through the air more efficiently, reducing drag and improving fuel efficiency. Plus, those flexing wings, they're not just for show, they help smooth out turbulence, giving passengers a much more comfortable experience. Higher cabin pressure and humidity. For us frequent flyers, one of the best features of the Dreamliner is its improved cabin atmosphere. Thanks to its composite structure, the Dreamliner can maintain a higher cabin pressure and humidity level, reducing fatigue, dry eyes, and the dreaded post-flight headache. You walk off the plane feeling more refreshed, almost like you didn't just cross the Atlantic in 9 hours. Dreamy stories. One interesting story is how the Dreamliner got its name. Initially, it was going to be called the 7E7, with the E standing for efficiency. But after a naming competition that attracted more than 500,000 votes, Dreamliner took the crown. Fun fact, Beyoncé even chartered a Dreamliner for her tour. If it's good enough for Queen Bee, you know it's a winner. Quick pause here to remind you to subscribe so you don't miss out on more exciting aircraft comparisons. Airbus A330 Neo, the Neo kid on the block. Now let's talk about the Airbus A330 Neo. The Neo stands for New Engine Option. Introduced in 2014, the A330 Neo is a significant upgrade over the original A330, blending innovation and tried and tested reliability. It's Airbus's answer to Boeing's Dreamliner, but does it soar as high? New engine technology. The A330 Neo features Rolls-Royce Trent 7000 engines, which not only offer more thrust, but also improve fuel efficiency by 14% compared to the older A330 models. These engines are quieter, so you won't feel like you're sitting next to a lawnmower when you're up in the air. Aerodynamic upgrades. Like the Dreamliner, the A330 Neo also sports new aerodynamics, including Airbus's signature sharklet wingtips, which help reduce drag and make the aircraft more fuel efficient. Flexibility and capacity. Airlines love the A330 Neo because it offers more flexibility in terms of seating configurations. It's a versatile aircraft that can operate both short and long-haul routes efficiently. Whether you're flying from London to New York or Dubai to Tokyo, the A330 Neo can handle it all. Advanced cabin design. The A330 Neo features the Airspace by Airbus cabin, offering a wider body than the Dreamliner, which translates into more elbow room. It's also known for its quieter cabin, and it's designed with advanced LED mood lighting that can adjust to time zones to reduce jet lag. Cost-effective solution. Airbus kept costs in mind when designing the A330neo. The reliability and lower operational costs of the original A330 were maintained, making this aircraft a very cost-effective solution for airlines that don't want to invest in an all-new platform like the Dreamliner. 10 points of comparison and the winners. Fuel efficiency. Winner, Dreamliner. The 787 Dreamliner is an absolute fuel-sipping beast, thanks to its composite materials and advanced aerodynamics. It leaves the A330 Neo that fuel like it's going out of style. Passenger comfort. Winner, Dreamliner. With higher cabin pressure, increased humidity, and turbulence-reducing wings, passengers flying the Dreamliner are getting a first-class experience even in economy. Meanwhile, on the A330 Neo, passengers might as well pack an extra neck pillow. The Dreamliner is flying smooth and leaving the A330 Neo to rattle along like a bumpy bus ride. Cabin space. Winner, A330 Neo. Okay, we'll give the A330 Neo this one. Its wider body gives passengers a bit more elbow room, especially in economy. But hey, even though you've got a bit more space, it doesn't make up for the fact that you're still flying in the shadow of the Dreamliner. Engine technology. Winner, A330neo. The A330 Neo does score some points here with the Rolls-Royce Trent 7000 engines, which are definitely impressive. But let's not get too carried away. Sure, they might outperform the Dreamliner's engines on noise levels, but you still don't have the full package, Airbus. Enjoy this small victory. You're going to need it. Range. Winner, Dreamliner. The 787 just keeps on flying, and flying, and flying. Its ultra-long-range capability puts the A330 Neo to shame, making the Dreamliner the go-to aircraft for those marathon routes. The A330 Neo can tag along for the shorter flights, but when it comes to the long-haul champs, the Dreamliner's waving goodbye from way ahead. Operational flexibility. Winner, A330neo. Alright, we'll toss the A330neo a bone here. With its flexible seating configurations and ability to handle both short and long-haul routes, it does have some versatility. But let's be honest, when airlines want something truly game-changing, they're looking to the Dreamliner, not this runner-up. Environmental friendliness. Winner, Dreamliner. The Dreamliner isn't just about luxury, it's about being green. Lower emissions and better fuel consumption make it the eco-friendly choice, while the A330 Neo is left puffing along in the distance. Maybe Airbus should take notes. Airline's favorite, winner, Dreamliner. The numbers don't lie. Over 1,500 orders for the 787 prove that airlines are in love with the Dreamliner. Meanwhile, the A330 Neo is hanging out at the singles table, wondering when it's going to get that kind of attention. Hey, maybe one day, A330 Neo, but not today. Cost effectiveness. Winner, A330 Neo. All right, we'll hand it to the A330 Neo. It's a bit easier on the wallet for airlines with its lower upfront and operational costs. But remember, you get what you pay for. The Dreamliner may be more of an investment, but it's also leagues ahead in what it delivers. You save some cash with the A330 Neo, but you're sacrificing all the high-end perks. Technology and innovation. Winner, Dreamliner. And finally, the Dreamliner takes the crown in technology and innovation. With its revolutionary design, advanced materials, and next-gen features, it's playing in a different league. The A330neo? Well, it's like showing up to a tech conference with a flip phone. You're trying, Airbus, but the Dreamliner has already arrived. Final score, Dreamliner 7, A330neo 3. And there you have it, folks. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner clearly comes out on top. It's sleek, efficient, and packed with cutting-edge tech, leaving the A330neo to play catch-up. Time to sit back and watch the Dreamliner fly circles around the competition. And finally, all right, aviation enthusiasts, after a thorough head-to-head battle between the Boeing 787 Dreamliner and the Airbus A330 Neo, we've arrived at the moment of truth. While both aircraft are impressive in their own right, there's no denying that the Dreamliner comes out on top in this epic showdown. With its unmatched fuel efficiency, state-of-the-art cabin technology, and superior long-range capabilities, the Dreamliner has truly earned its title as the king of the skies. Now, I know the A330neo put up a decent fight. Let's give it a little pat on the back for trying. But let's be honest, while it might get you from point A to point B, it just can't compete with the sleek innovation of the Dreamliner. It's like bringing a knife to a laser fight. Maybe next time, Airbus. So hats off to the Boeing 787 Dreamliner, soaring above its competition and leaving the A330neo down on the runway, wondering what just flew past. And for all of you watching, imagine the Dreamliner gracefully gliding through the skies, dominating every altitude with elegance and power. It's the aircraft everyone wants to fly on, and the one the A330neo can only dream of becoming. Before you go, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment below on which aircraft you're backing. Until next time, keep looking up at the skies. You might just see the Dreamliner soaring by, and as for the A330neo, well, it's probably still taxiing. But don't just take my word for it. Let's see the Dreamliner live in action, roaming the skies like the true king it is, leaving the A330neo in its wake.